Good evening, everybody. I hope you're all doing well. I'm Mr. Twister WX. The time is currently 9:46 p.m. Central Daylight Time, 10:46 p.m. Eastern, 10:47 now. And right now, we are watching Hurricane Melissa as it nears the island of Jamaica, and it is currently in the Caribbean Sea. Now, this is going to go down as one of the strongest storms in Atlantic history. We are currently sitting at a pressure of 902 millibars. Radar Omega hasn't quite updated yet. We still got 909 on here. But it is moving very slowly, moving northwest at 2 miles per hour. So you can see that here. I also made it a forecast short, a kind of little update short. You may have seen that. So that's what we're looking at with Hurricane Melissa right now. It's going to bring life-threatening storm surge, extreme damaging winds, and more to Jamaica overnight into tomorrow. So it is going to be very dangerous. If you haven't evacuated already, it is too late now. So hunker down, do the best you can. This is underplaying it, but this is a very strong storm. This is an extreme storm, the strongest storm Jamaica has ever seen. So for those of you just tuning in, I hope you're all doing well and enjoying your evening. Hopefully everybody had a nice Monday. Today is Monday, October 27th. So we've got 3 people watching, so if you're just tuning in, please be sure to like the stream. It is completely optional, but helps out a lot. I do want to look at a couple... Here, let me take a look at the live chat real quick. See how everybody's doing. I'm not sure if we've got anybody in here yet. Alright, it doesn't look like we've got anybody in here yet, but hopefully some people will be tuning in soon. But okay, so this is Hurricane Melissa as of right now. We got 902 millibars, so you can see it is going to travel right through Jamaica, and then up here you can see this. So it's going to go towards Bayamo, Guantanamo. I know I'm saying a lot of these wrong. I'm trying my best, but Santiago de Cuba. So this whole area just to the east of Cuba. So you can see it doing that right after it passes through Jamaica. And right around then it's going to be around Category 4 status, I believe. Category 3, actually. Right there you can see. Yeah, that would make sense because 950 millibars. And that is going to continue to the northeast. Thankfully, we're not looking at any U.S. impacts, but you never know. We could see some very rough seas off the eastern coast of Florida into the Atlantic. So we will keep an eye on that, and I will keep you all updated. But it's going to continue moving northeast, and then at this point it's going to become Category 2, then eventually a tropical storm, and then tropical depression. And there we go. So that's what Melissa's looking like right now. You can see if we look at the ensembles. Let's actually put this on... Actually, I won't... Here, we'll put it on loop. Get loop. Okay, give this just a second to load. So you can see this is playing through. This is about Wednesday. So all of the strings, some people call them spaghetti strings, all of these are pointing at it going to the northeast and not looking like it's having any U.S. impacts or impacting anywhere else beyond Jamaica and this whole region. So once again, for those of you just tuning in, Hurricane Melissa is a Category 5 hurricane. The hurricane hunters measured pressure of 902 millibars. Radar Omega doesn't quite have that yet, and it is moving northwest very slowly. This is one of the driest eye walls ever. This is going to be Jamaica's strongest storm ever, and if you haven't already evacuated, it's pretty much too late now, so just hunker down because this storm is going to bring life-threatening storm surge, extreme winds the island has never seen before, and many more impacts. Power outages are going to be very prolonged, communication outages, so this is an extremely dangerous situation. So you can see here is the currently forecasted track. Let me go ahead and turn our cyclone port and spotter network off. Okay, so here's our forecasted track right now for Hurricane Melissa. So it's going to continue to the northeast through Guantanamo. After it passes through Jamaica, it'll be at a Category 3 there in Guantanamo. And then as it passes through Bermuda, it's going to be at a Category 1 intensity. So here's Bermuda. So right now, for those of you in Bermuda, in that area, expecting to travel, we are expecting this to impact you guys at a Category 1 intensity. As of right now, this is subject to change. This is going to be pretty far out. You can see this is 114 hours out. Actually, between 90 and 114 hours out. So we're talking very late into this week, this weekend, into next week. But definitely something to keep an eye on, because the earlier you know, the better. Do want to check in on Stream Chat, though. So let's see. I'll go ahead and refresh this. Looks like we've got, I believe, 3 concurrent viewers. Alright, so we have 1 concurrent viewer. Western Ohio, EAS, and WX, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you being here. Caleb, good to see you. So yeah, that's all we're doing right now. Just going over Hurricane Melissa. This is probably going to be a very brief stream. I can't be live for too long, unfortunately. But yeah, so we're kind of just going over that. But once again, I doubt we have, well, I'll actually make this statement. We don't have anybody watching from Jamaica. But if you do know anybody there, they need to hunker down, because it's too late to get out now. It's approaching very slowly. You can see this is over the past 2.5 hours. Melissa has hardly moved. And it's going to impact the island directly, forecasted in the next 42 hours, if not sooner. And that will be at a Category 4 intensity. So let's see, what else should we look at? I had a couple other things pulled up. I was going to show you all the National Hurricane Center forecast, but that website was having issues. Tropical Tidbits was having issues tonight. Cyclonic WX is actually good right now. So you can see there's that eye. That is the driest eye we have seen in a long time. It is very well defined. If I go over to the radar, you can see it is very consistent with this whole area. And then it looks like Melissa has just started to pick up the pace. It was moving at 2 miles per hour earlier. I'd estimate probably now it more so looks like it could be 5 or so. So it looks like it is moving a bit quicker. Pete, welcome into the stream. I hope you're doing well. I swear I had you as a moderator. I'm not sure why you're not showing up as one, but I went ahead and made you a moderator again. That's really weird, because I'm almost 100% sure I had you as a moderator. But there you go. So once again, for those of you just tuning in, please be sure to like the stream. We've been trying to hit this goal for a while now, and I'm trying to hit it by Halloween, but we are currently 2 subscribers away from 1,700. So we're trying to hit this goal by Halloween. We were 1 away at one point. We got up to 1,699. Then we dropped back down a few, but now we're making our way back. So looks like it does not want to reload, but I can pull that up on my phone here. So we are still at 1,698 subscribers, so I appreciate every single one of you for the support. It is completely optional, even just watching helps out. And if you'd like to go above and beyond, donations are also 100% optional, but greatly appreciated. The PayPal is in the chat. But with that being said, once again, for those of you in Jamaica, this is going to be a very dangerous storm. This is forecast to be your guys' strongest storm in recorded history. So it is an extremely dangerous situation. You need to remain alert for weather, have a generator, some sort of way for backup power. You will most definitely lose power, lose internet. Even if you have underground power lines, this storm surge is going to be, in some areas, upwards of 20 feet, and those winds are going to be especially extreme in the mountains of Jamaica. So this is an extremely dangerous situation. Once again, one of the most one of the driest eyes we have seen in a long time. That is crazy. And I'm honestly just kind of in awe, because I remember talking about Melissa last week, not thinking too much of it, because obviously, it has the potential, but you don't really talk about it. But now, it's a completely different story. So I'm going to go ahead and try to refresh this YouTube Studio again. I don't know what is happening tonight. It feels like the whole internet, just the entirety of the internet these past few days, especially this past week, has been having issues. I mean, now YouTube won't load, and I'm sure it's not my internet because it was just working on my phone. It's very weird. We've had lots of outages. But with that being said, I can't imagine we'll be live for much longer. If anybody does have any questions, feel free to pop them in the chat. I'm happy to answer them now. Let's go to the SPC website. Okay, so that pretty much proves that it's not just my internet. I'll go over our severe weather outlooks for the next couple days. Everything is just taking its time right now. Could just be my computer. But I will tell you all, today we have no organized severe thunderstorms forecast. Tomorrow's a marginal risk. I believe it's hail-driven, possibly wind-driven. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take over from my phone. So, okay. This should work. Actually, it's not going to work because it's not going to pop up. So, unfortunately, I can't show you all our risks tonight for severe weather, but we're not expecting anything important. So, no need to worry about severe weather these next couple days. Just if you are in the southeast, like Arkansas or northern Louisiana, excuse me, bless me. But if you are in those areas tomorrow, like Arkansas or northern Louisiana, be sure to keep an eye on the skies and just watch out for maybe some gusty winds, small hail, heavy rain, some pop-up thunderstorms. Here's what we can do, actually. I can look at the severe weather risk in Radar Omega. Okay, so you can see day one, just a general thunder risk. And then tomorrow we have that marginal risk, which actually now is for east or southeast Texas and portions of central and western Louisiana. So we have no tornado risk with that, no wind risk. It is purely a hail risk, so really nothing too concerning. Maybe a couple special weather statements with an isolated severe thunderstorm tomorrow. And then we actually have a 70-mile-per-hour damaging wind tag severe thunderstorm warning. So let's have a look at this. Which radar would be better? Okay, probably the Pueblo radar. So this is near Hartman, Colorado, north of Holly, Colorado, near Granada. So this is warned for 0.88 inch hail. Once again, that's 0.88 inch hail. So less than an inch in diameter, and 70-mile-per-hour damaging winds. I'm assuming in this pocket right here. So if you are near Hartman, Colorado, Holly, Colorado, or Coolidge, Kansas, be on the lookout for these damaging winds, secure loose objects, and consider seeking shelter inside a sturdy structure. This storm is moving. Well, we don't need 75 frames, but actually we can look at 75 frames. I'll show you all how this storm has been moving. Let's go 50. This storm has been going all the way since Elbert County, and it's almost made its way into Kansas now. It's about to cross into Kansas. So these little pop-up thunder showers have been pretty impressive today in Colorado. But once again, if you have any questions, feel free to pop them in chat. Probably going to end off in the next couple minutes. Once again, we are 2 subscribers away from 1,700. So if you'd like to help me out and support the channel, subscribing is completely free. It helps out a lot. That is completely optional though. But once again, actually it looks like we have the hurricane hunters going back to this, I don't know why I said it like that. They're going back to Hurricane Melissa right now, I believe. So once again, this is an extremely dangerous situation. I wish I could go more in depth tonight, but hopefully I give all the information you guys were wanting. Looks like we had no questions in chat, so hopefully that means everything made sense. But wow, look at that. It looks even more impressive each time. I don't know why, but this looks more pixelated. But to me, this looks 10 times larger than it did earlier. That was a terrible circle. Once again, I appreciate all of you for tuning in. Not sure when the next stream will be. Probably won't be live tomorrow, but hopefully I'll be live again soon. So once again, thanks Pete, Western Ohio, EASNWX, and Caleb WX for tuning in. We are 2 subscribers away from that goal of 1,700 by Halloween. I think we can hit it. So once again, thanks for your support, everybody. Have a great rest of your night. I hope everybody had a great Monday. Hopefully Tuesday's even better. And I will see you all in the next one. Peace.